Everyone's trying to hide because they think I'm going to get them on camera, but it's actually on me. What is going on, everybody? I'm down here at Chalk Box down in Wellington Point in Brisbane. So I've just got off Stradbroke Island after a little bit of a week getaway with Mel and her family. I've just gone outside to get a bit more quiet. But I'm dropping into Chalk Box this morning. As you can see, super sexy little gym. I'm going to show you a little bit more of that. I'm going to show you a little bit of a chat I had with Jo just to get a bit of a rundown of her story and the story of Chalk Box. But when you guys have a look inside, you're going to be so impressed. When you see the coaching, when you see the way they do things here, you're going to be super impressed. And probably have to say it's one of the most aesthetic gyms I've seen in person or online. I spent a fair bit of time just sort of checking out gyms online, or maybe, like watching different athletes' YouTube channels and that type of thing. But this gym stands out as like literally one of the best that I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so they've got multiple lines of training. Fitness, just for anyone that walks in the door can do it. They got performance, which is your CrossFit, but obviously anyone can still do that. You scale accordingly. They got an express class and heaps of open gym options as well. So we're going to get into this workout. I'll show you the chat I had with Jo. Side note, it's 12 weeks today since I fractured my elbow, and we're going to attempt bar muscle ups. I've got no idea how they're going to go because I haven't done any of them since, but we'll see how they go anyway. But let's get into the workout at Chalk Box in Wellington Point. So we're sitting down here with Jo, one of the owners of Chalk Box CrossFit. So what suburb are we in Brisbane?
Wellington Point.
So we're Wellington Point. And I've just walked in, I've met Jo, I've met Gavin, one of the other owners, or the other owner, and first impression was like, this place is jaw-dropping. So you see it every day, but myself, going to, like, as the channel's called, as many affiliates as possible. This place is cool.
Yeah, it is.
The first thing you think when you walk in is it's beautifully laid out. It's clean and tidy. They've got all the equipment you could ask for. Yeah. I've walked in, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and there's probably 20 people in there doing open gym, just doing their own little workout. Yeah. So first impression is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It's good. It's a little baby.
Yeah. So what I'm going to quickly do is just quickly get a little bit of your story and how that led you to open Chalk Box, and then a little bit of Chalk Box's story. So like how you started fitness, and if Chalk Box has been here or if they've had multiple locations.
Yeah, no. So we started, basically fitness was always my passion. All through, as my kids were growing up, and then I did a PT course, as we do, and then it was actually Gav who did the CrossFit Level 1 course, and he said, you've got to do it. And I was like hesitant, of course, because how do you get a workout in 8 minutes or something like that? So I was like, no way, and then he begged me to try it, and then I was hooked. Basically I started doing that, and then my eldest daughter Sam, she started bringing a group of friends, started training them, and then that group got bigger and bigger, and then Gav had to jump in and start helping me, and then we actually were at capacity at our house because I was having multiple classes a day. Then we got our first box, and we affiliated as CrossFit Boss.
BOSS, CrossFit Boss.
We're CrossFit Boss.
What year are we talking, like when you first...
Well, we're 10 years. We're coming up to 10 years now. So, so we've been affiliated as CrossFit Boss for 10 years.
Cool.
So then we outgrew that box and moved to another box. And we outgrew that box and moved to another box. And the owners of this On Point Medical Precinct, they were members of us, and they said they're going to build this big complex. Would we be interested in going in with the gym? And we said, yep. So we just waited for it to be built, and then we moved in, and we did call it Chalk Box. We wanted to keep the C and the B of CrossFit Boss. So we decided Chalk Box being more probably user-friendly than CrossFit Boss. but we kept affiliated with CrossFit, of course. And yeah, we run multiple programs as in express fitness and performance, basically. Yeah, so basically it just started from the garage with my kids.
All in this Wellington Point area?
Yep. And most of our, we've got members that have been with us for 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. But yeah, we live in Birkdale, which is 2 minutes down the road, so it's all been in this area.
That's super cool. Should be really proud of the journey, and something I didn't actually say when I just walked in, right next to a cafe.
Oh, I know.
There's all parking here. There's a cafe right there. Basically everything you ask
look, it's also physio, massage, doctors, chemist, everything. But Kev, who owns Coffee on Point, he's awesome, and he works with our members, and he's just amazing to have. It's great. Yeah.
So we've got a little bit of a large community, and being around for 10 years, what would you say your community's about? Is there a general vibe, or is there?
It's just so friendly. I can honestly say we've never had any problem with anyone. We watch people. We watch so many friendships formed and relationships formed, marriages, pregnancies, babies from meeting in the gym, and I suppose I just love it. I love that anyone I know can walk in that door and feel really shy and a bit intimidated about training, and I know I can say, look, go and jump in with Meg or whoever, and I know that they will make that person feel comfortable. There's no one that I can say there's nothing. I know I used to go to normal, global gyms and all that. It's just a total different vibe, It's friendships. It's the amazing. I just can't believe the friendships. I just love it. And just watching even the adults to their kids doing CrossFit Kids. I run the CrossFit Kids course, and it's just wonderful to watch, monkey see, monkey do. Kids watch and do it.
Well, I don't know how much you know about leadership, but that never happens by accident.
No,
that always starts at the top of you guys. So and I was here for less than a minute, and I had 2 people say, "Hey, how you going?"
Yeah.
Which you don't get everywhere.
No, and I can say that honestly. Everyone is super friendly. And we've had that for 10 years. Yeah.
So with 10 years down, what's the goal going forward for Chalkbox? Just keep going.
I suppose it's more like a legacy now. I'm 54 now, and I look at that and I think, well, from where we were, things were tough 10 years ago. I had 4 older kids and one little one. 2, Sage is growing up, being taken out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning and going to the gym and slept while we trained, but she's growing up, and I used to feel sorry for her for doing that, but really she's never had to go and be minded by anyone. She's growing up in the best environment, and she's lived and breathed it. She does it herself. Now she's 13 at high school. She gets up at 20 past 4. She gets in the car, comes and trains, has a shower, breakfast, and goes to school.
How good?
How good's that? I didn't have that when you were young.
I wish I had.
Imagine what we'd be like now.
Imagine. Yeah, I know.
I say that to her all the time.
Yeah. What's the workout today?
The workout for which one? Performance is bench press, is bike erg, bench press, muscle ups, and fitness was the wall balls and sandbag over the shoulders.
That's cool. Before we quickly cut away, let's go over that. So we've got a track called fitness just for maybe people just coming into CrossFit.
Anyone that walks in the door, we can say jump in the fitness class, and we scale everything back anyway.
Yeah, cool. And then performance we've got, which is just open slather CrossFit.
That is open slather, your more technical movements, heavier weights, etc.
But still, obviously, anyone can do it.
Anyone can do it. We just like to say, give it a few weeks or a month or so before you move on to that sort of technical movements. And express class.
Yeah,
and that's only 5 and 6 in the morning.
Just get in, get out.
Just get in, get out, and people love that too. No barbells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for having me down.
Thank
We're
you.
going to jump straight into this workout,
yes.
and I'm going to show a few clips of the gym. So that's the chalk box drop-in finished. I'm sitting on the floor in the most awkward position possible because my camera actually died, so it's plugged in, but I've got a pretty cool view. And something I want to just shout out. You know how cool the gym is based on basically how much cardio equipment they've got, or how much they've actually invested in gear is another thing. 8 air runners, 8 bike ergs, skis, rowers, assault bikes. They've got everything you could want from a CrossFit gym. In terms of equipment, coaching standard was super duper high, so they actually had 2 coaches on the floor while I was going, which is pretty cool. But everything from start to finish, from walking in, facilities, equipment, coaching, layout, tidiness, basically everything you'd ask for from a CrossFit gym. So if you're just getting off Stratty like me, or if you're anywhere in the Brisbane area, anywhere close to Wellington Point, highly recommend training down at Chalk Box. One of the best CrossFit gyms I've ever been to, like I said, in terms of everything across the board. What I'll do is I'll put their website, Instagram down in the description below. I'll put my social media and stuff down there, so make sure you check them out, hit them up to train. Make sure you follow along with them on social media, follow me on social media, like and subscribe to the video. And what I want everyone to do is actually let me know where you train and where I should drop in next. So that's another big thing. I'm trying to find all the hidden gems and all the special little places just like this all around Queensland and Australia to visit and drop into, so everyone can sort of see all the awesome CrossFit gyms. But then also I want to try and show off all the magic that the CrossFit gyms and the magic that the coaches have, and the power to change people's lives, not just through exercise but through community and friendship as well. Other than that, peace out. I'll see you in the gym.